You have all of this? Oh, okay. If you have this question, let me just go run through it. Question A. Water Protein Limited is a small company operating from an island near Atlantic Ocean. Water Protein Limited is a private company with 25 shareholders. Its shares are not traded on any stock exchange. The main shareholders of Water Protein include relatives of the company first CEO and also private investors from who the first CEO sought finance and who have since retained their shares. 25% of the share capital is held by members of the current board. The main business of Water Protein is packaging of fresh food like fish, oyster, crab, and so on, and selling this to supermarkets and other retailers. The company employs 750 people, mainly in the packaging departments. Packing is labor intensive due to the need to clear and prepare fish, among others, by hand prior to packing. Supplies of Water Protein are obtained from the island's fishing fleet. Previously, the fleet supplied a number of companies on the island. However, recently, a couple of the fleet's major customers have closed down, and the result is that Water Protein Limited is now the only significant customer of the fleet. Water Protein Limited is also one of the island major employers. In the last few weeks, the director of Water Protein Limited have decided to transfer almost all of the packaging of seafood to another country. The seafood will be moved by refrigerated ships to this other country, packaged by workers there, and then moved back to by ship to Water Protein Limited island, the same island, for retails as before. The rationale behind this move is that labor costs are only 1/10 of the cost on the island. If we take into account transportation costs, this move will halve the packaging cost of Water Protein Limited. As a result of the move, the workforce will decrease to 200 people. The decision has resulted in significant adverse publicity for Water Protein Limited on the island. The trade union representing the employees has threatened strike actions, saying that this is a typical example of exploitative employment practices. However, the reaction from customer has been positive, as the company can offer reduced price on many products. A government minister on the island on which the Water Protein Limited is based has recently welcomed development that limit the price of food to customers. However, the government has recently come under attack from opposition for allowing jobs to be exported from the island. The directors of Water Protein Limited believe that the decision to transfer the packaging of seafood is correct because, as the CEO explained, the decision is best for the company, best for the shareholder, and best for the directors. However, a couple of non-executive directors have raised doubt about the move. One has raised the objection that Water Protein Limited depends on sale on its island. However, it is removing purchasing power from the island by transferring employment practices. Now, he says you are required. Explain Mendelow'S theory of shareholders' power. Identify the stakeholders involved in the decision to transfer packaging of seafood to another country, and assess the response of each group to this decision. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
So please, can you help us to share your screen, please? I think it will help us
The
to
screen back?
follow.
Okay,
Yes.
let me
Like the question that you are reading, sir, we can't see
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
It's like I cannot share this thing together at once. Okay. Let's see. Share screen. Window. Can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Who can see
Okay,
it
good.
now?
Okay, good. Now, before you started responding, because I'll wait for you. Now, we can identify how many stakeholders do we have here. We have stakeholders. Then we'll see which among them have power, and they will be willing to use the power. You should not forget that the two factors for Mendelow'S practice analysis is power and interest. I should not forget that power means the ability to change decision. Decision has been made now. In Ireland, where the Water Protein Limited is the major employer. It has employed 750 people. Then you want to sack 550 from them so that they can gain more cost abroad. We should not forget the last class, the two major strategy in business strategy is that you use least cost or differentiation. They want to enjoy the least cost now. So they want to reduce the number of employees. Then they will employ up there. And they're going to bring it back to this area to come and sell. So you can identify their interest is to make more money. So when we identify the shareholders that are the stakeholders that are here, then we know which one have high interest and high power, which one have high power but low interest, which one have low interest and low power, and which one have high interest and high interest but low power. Now let's start from identify who are the stakeholders here. Let me start with one, customer. Another one.
We
So
have
mention
Directors
them.
of water
The
protection.
government.
The government, okay.
we have the staff of water
The
protein.
employee.
Employees,
The directors
here
of
we are getting
water
them.
protein limited.
Employees. We have
The
suppliers.
directors.
We have suppliers, but we
Yes,
have
sir.
shareholders.
Shareholders. Other
We have host communities. The directors have been divided into two. We have executive directors and non-executive directors. Do we identify that? CEO has been mentioned. In the scenario, there's a mention of non-executive directors. So many directors have been shared into two. So we have how many stakeholders now?
In total,
Can we list them?
we have 5 of them, sir.
5.
We have the customers.
Let me try to list them somewhere. So we have shareholders. We have customers.
We have staff.
We have employee.
We have
We have,
directors.
is it?
Directors.
Executive directors,
Yes, sir.
EDs. We have no executive directors, NEDs. We have suppliers.
Host community.
And this calling
Suppliers. We have host communities.
Yes, sir.
Host communities. We have trade union. We have trade union. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 now. Okay, let's start with this 8. If another one actually comes subsequently, we can identify them. Now, if you're able to tabulate this, maybe on your paper there, just this one will title them stakeholders. Stakeholders. Then the next column, title it power. The next column, title it interest. Now, the last class we identified that the either of power or interest can just be high or low. Either power or interest will be high or low. That will give us that quadrant, 4 quadrant in the Mendelow'S matrix, where we're going to get key players, keep satisfied, keep informed, and minimal effort. So let's go like this now. The shareholders, okay, you know, for that government safe. Government is not here. Okay, government. Because that one will surprise everybody now. Government. Now, let's start. Shareholders. In this scenario, is their power high or low? In this scenario, is the power of shareholder high or low? Are we still audible?
Yes, sir. We are audible, sir.
Okay, good. So in this scenario, the shareholder, is the power high or low?
The power is high, sir.
Hi, sir.
Power is high. Do we agree on that? So they because they want to actually employ and appoint the shareholder. So let's put it, if you have the table, put the power of the shareholder as high. What about the interest? Is interest high or low?
High.
Hi.
Interest high?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't want to surprise you. I'm saying the interest is low.
Sorry, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
ma'am.
you know, when you were reading this question, we were not seeing it. So I don't know if I'm speaking other people's mind, but like,
But are
I
you seeing
cannot
it
really
now?
relate to the question like that.
But are you seeing it now?
Yes, but it's just one part of it that we are seeing. Like, you know, the
Can
question is
scroll.
lengthy, I guess.
If you can reduce it a
Okay,
bit,
just scroll from
if
there.
you can reduce it a bit, so if you can minimize it a bit,
So we can see more of
so
the
we can see,
question.
yes, can see
Okay,
more
I
of
should
the
minimize
question.
it more.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
so that
a
like we
little
can
bit.
see all of the question and like
All the
understand
whole.
it.
Okay, let me respond. Oh. I wish the host can do that. This things. Let me see if I can. Okay, something like this. This thing is not answering it. That's clear.
Yeah, poo poo. I gotta meet mommy. Tell mommy you're poo poo. Yeah. See how you're smelling. Smell. Gotta meet mommy that you're poo poo.
It's not
Mr. Victor,
it's not obeying the
Okafor,
command.
please
Anyway.
mute yourself.
Unfortunately, it's not obeying the command. Okay, let me continue with that. I was thinking everybody is having this, but let me actually continue so that we be on the same page. Now, I want to say that the interest is low. It's good that they agree with me. Anyway. So let's see. That's meaning that we are still following. The last class we said the meaning of interest is the willingness of the stakeholders to respond to the use of power. The decision have been made. Will shareholders willing to change the decision made? Because the decision favors them. Are they going to change it? The decision will bring more profit for the company, which will increase the dividend of the shareholders. Are they going to change? Are they going to willing to change that decision? The answer will be no.
No, sir.
Number two, I said they will be willing to change because the life wire of their earning is on it. No shareholder, no human being live on dividend. Is there any human being that live on dividend?
No.
Hello?
Sorry, I'm with you, sir.
No, is that no human being live on dividend? Meaning that with the two approach, the interest of the shareholder will be low. From the last class, The definition we give to interest is the willingness to use the power. So from this end now, because the decision the CEO made will favor the shareholder, they will not want to use their power to change that decision. Number two, what push interest people to want to change is that they are fed their livelihood, meaning that their livelihood is dependent on that company. Like people that collect salary, for instance, now. With that salary from that company, no table on the food. That's why I said, okay, for this one, no, the shareholder have power. They will not will to use that power. So, not interested in willing that power means that the interest of changing that, using that power is low. Are we together on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, the second stakeholder here is customer. Customer. Is customer power high or low?
Hello.
Let's be responding. There's no crime, whatever you say now. No crime at all. Whatever you say, there's no crime.
Low, sir.
Customer power, is it high or low?
It's high, sir.
Low.
It's high.
It's
It's
high.
high. Because
It's high.
they don't have any other place to go and sell. They still bring here to come and sell. It's high. What about the interest?
Their interest is low, sir.
Okay. Another one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So, please, I did not get the reason why the customer's power is high.
You did not?
And yes, I did not get the reason why the customer's power is high. And
Okay,
also
good.
the interest of shareholders being low.
I've not even agreed with the shareholder, the power interest low anyway. But the power is high. Meaning that anyway, maybe today or in the next class, I'm going to come to power five forces. Now, where customer get the power is that company do not have anybody anywhere to sell except from that island. They go to that place to go and package. They still bring it back here. So if the customer say we are not buying, who is going to buy from them? Hello. So meaning that if customer say no, they are going to change that decision. Do you get it now? That's what makes the power high. You should not forget, power means the ability to make decision change. If they say we're not going to change, yeah, go and chop it there now. We don't want to buy here. There's no other place for them to, because they say after the packaging from the scenario, they're still bringing it back to the island, come and sell. Meaning that the same customer, if they still want to be patronizing, they only want to change the employee because it's cheaper up there. Do we get it? Now, if the cost will not be reduced, the customer will show that they don't like what they are doing. One of the reasons is that the purchasing power has fallen. Let's get it now. This company is the highest employer on the island. And now it's reducing 500 from 75. What percentage is that? About 40% thereabout. About 80% thereabout. So meaning that he has killed purchasing power of the island. I want to say to the same people, la. Decision to that decision, they will want to actually violate it. So they will say, oh boy, we no go agree. And the customer think they no go agree, there's nowhere they want to make the sale again. So with this analysis now, I will state that the interest too is high. The next stakeholder is employee. Okay, here let's make the first analogy so that I can save our time. First analogies. Whichever characteristics go to the employee, will go to host community, will go to trade union. In this scenario, in this scenario, whatever characteristics we take for power and interest, either high or low, for employee, the same thing will go to host community, the same thing will go to trade union. Let me give you the reason now. What formed the trade union? Employee. Do you agree with that now? So the characteristics of the employee and trade union will be the same. For this scenario now, this employee dominated the community. So that's why I said that. Whatever character we choose for employee, we'll go for host community, we'll go for trade union. Now, starting from employee, is their power high or low?
Hi.
High. Another one. Sir?
Their power is low, sir.
Okay. The better say high, what the reason? Their power is low. I agree with the low. What the reason? They can go on strike, but like FCT workers.
Yes, like they are the ones that is working for the company now. Without
So
them,
in the scenario, they say the company you have reduced, they didn't want them against them. The company don't want to actually work here. They don't want them to work for them here again. That's why they are taking it to another island where labor is cheap.
okay.
You get it now, ba? Okay. So you can say now that the power is low. What about the interest? The interest is high. Do we agree?
Yeah, that is right.
The interest is high. We agree.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. But it depends
the
on
Want to
the,
do anything in their hand that they are supposed to make sure that they are against that issue. So the interest is high. So we can duplicate that one now for host community and trade union. Let's duplicate that. Host community and trade union.
please, sir. Can you expatiate on these shareholders why the interest is low? Because we are still trying to get it.
Okay, good. Let me come back. That's the first stakeholder. Now, when we are defining interest, you can go and check Google, ask Professor Google or AI. Now, all the definition of what we call interest. When you say interest, two things we identify with. Number one, the willingness to change decision. Interested in changing, using your power to change decision. Interest. Interested in using your power to change decision. Number two, that entity is one that actually gives food to that person, like it's life wire. So even from that both perspective, you will check stakeholder, shareholder now. Number one, the interest for them, they won't be willing to make a change. Let's say they want to increase your salary. Because of that, you'll be coming 30 minutes earlier. Everybody say, let me come 30 minutes earlier now. They want to double your salary in the office, but you will resume 8:30 instead of 9. Who will say no? But for the shareholder, they are going to get more profit. Are they going to be interested in changing that decision? No. That would be the answer. Right? So in the other phase, are shareholders living their life on the return from the company? No. That's why I said nobody lives on dividend. Because the reward for shareholder that is immediate is dividend. That is once in a year. How much will it be? What rate? So in both circumstances, the interest is low. I don't know whether it's clearer like that.
It's clear, sir.
Yes, ma. Thank you. So
It's fine. Thank you, sir.
you are welcome, sir. Welcome, ma. So now we are employee. We've declared employee for host community and trade union because of this scenario. So we can go to executive directors. The one that compile CEO. So automatically we say the power is high, but if you want to make the decision now. Do we agree that the power is high?
Yes, sir.
Just like the shareholder, the interest is low. True of us.
Yes.
Good. No executive director, single. The power is high. Non-executive directors. What about the interest?
The power is high, the interest is high.
The interest is low.
Is anybody objecting to that? Whether interest is low or interest is not low?
It's low. The interest is low, sir.
Okay, you're listening for that? The willingness or the interest? The willingness of the livelihood? Which one do you pick?
The livelihood.
The livelihood. The livelihood is short anyway. Livelihood is okay. Livelihood is low. Good. Suppliers. Is power high or low?
His power is high because he may decide not to supply us and we cannot produce.
Any other one? Okay, good. In this scenario, that's your reason is good generally. That's your reason is correct generally. But in this scenario, you don't even have any way to supply again, meaning that the power is low. From the scenario, I said that before there are a number of people that buy from the suppliers. But recently, all those other companies have closed down, remaining only water protein is buying from them. So if they don't want to sell to water protein, who are they going to sell to? Meaning that they are at the mercy of water protein, meaning that their power is low. Do you get that scenario now?
Yes, sir.
Now, all I was trying to say that's key players, minimal effort, it's not plated on gold or rock. Scenario will tell us, are they high, are they low? So this scenario now says supply does not have another place to sell to except water protein. As a result, they are at the mercy of water protein. So this one is a background when we come to Porter's 5 forces as a model. It's going to actually make it faster for us then. So we say here that the power is low. What about the interest?
The interest is high.
They are still buying from them now, Abby.
The interest is high.
The
You said-
interest is high. The interest is high.
We should click I. Okay.
So,
So we are using livelihood, but last one.
Yes,
And this one is the most argumentative. Is power of government high or low here?
Their power is high. The interest is low.
Another one.
The power is high, their interest is also high because they want
Okay.
to see the government paying, the company paying tax to the government.
That's nice. That's nice. Another one. I don't want
The
to
power-
shock you. Okay,
The
sir.
power is high, but the interest is low because the
Okay.
true livelihood they don't depend on only one company to survive.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Another one. Okay, let me agree with the interest first, low. So I don't want to shock you for the power too. The power is low. I know you asked for my reason. Cool?
Yes.
Good. Why will government oppose that decision? Can anybody tell me? Why will government oppose the decision made by CEO? How does it affect government? Why will government get the power to say don't do your business? Can government just say you're coming where you work now? Say don't work again. You have closed down your business. Wa alaikum salam.
Yes. The government can say so if they are not either tax compliance or if the environment is not
Yes, sir.
conducive for people living in that environment. So government can have
if it's
decide
against public interest,
public
Or
interest.
it's
All those things that you are telling me, they are correct reason. But for this scenario, is there why they mentioned that they are not paying their tax? They are not, even though they're definitely doing well. All the business they are trading now is against the rule. Is there anything like that? You get what I'm trying to establish now? So in both scenario, there's nothing that government will say, we have power to stop you. What government have is that if you are doing your genuine business, anything that can make your profit go up, do it. And the more they get more profit, the more tax they are going to pay. Notwithstanding, government is not depending on that one's company alone to get income. How much do they even pay? In Africa itself. So, but for this power, there's nothing that say, okay, are they being now? They are trading in contraband. Government can say, oh yeah, stop. They're not paying their tax. Go and close them down. They are trading in ammunition. Go and close them down. There's nothing of that in the story. They are doing their genuine business. Any company register as such, do your genuine business. No government will have power to say close down. Are we there? So if
Yes,
you get
sir.
to that level now compile which one is high and high, which one is high and low, which one is low and low, which one is low and high. Then group them into that 4 groups. Let me repeat again now before I shut down for like 10-15 minutes now. We said a stakeholder that have high power and high interest is regarded as key player. A stakeholder that have high power but low interest is regarded as keep satisfied. A stakeholder that have low power but high interest is seen as keep informed. The one that have low power and low interest is seen as minimal effort. So do that grouping, categorize them, permit me to go for 10 minutes, 15 thereabout. When I come back, we're going to use that one to analyze, to create our matrix for the Mendelow'S matrix. So thank you. I'll soon come back. But try to do the group before I come so that we can move faster. Thank you. Yeah,
Not funny now.
It's
You're welcome back. Are we able to establish that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. For key players, how many persons do you have? Who do we have among the key
Just one customer.
customers?
Customers.
The only one that have high. Okay, yeah, for analysis. What about keep satisfied? Keep satisfied. You have shareholder, that is high power, low interest.
We have the employees, host
Executive
communities.
directors, no executive directors.
Yes, non-executive directors. Yeah, that is keep satisfied.
Okay, I think those are the
That
two
is
in those
for
in
high
that
power.
category, huh?
Yes, sir. There are
Maybe
three
three.
there, sir.
Okay, good.
There are three,
Then
sir.
we have keep informed.
Keep informed. You have employee, host community, trade union,
And
suppliers,
suppliers.
and government.
Okay. We
No,
have suppliers.
government is a minimal effort.
Okay, good.
Government have high interest.
Supplier. Oh, host communities. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, trade union
Communities,
and employees.
trade union. Then for minimal effort, we have government.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. If you get to, is anybody not in line with what we?
I did not hear you very well about key players and keep informed.
Are doing? Anybody? So then, now, the one we actually did last class and the one that we have in our some of those that have the material, we have the interest at the top, I think. We have the interest at the top. Then we have the power by the y-axis. Then we have our both low and low by the top left. It does not matter, you must actually have your own like this. But what you need to actually agree on or understand is that when you have high power and high interest, we have key players. When you have low power, low interest, we have minimal effort. And whatever way you have them, minimal effort and key player, they are always in diagonal. Keep informed and keep certified the other diagonal. So if you don't get the diagonal like that, go and recheck your analysis. Do you get that too? So you can actually check now and draw your 4x5, 2x2 matrix to give you these four quadrants. You can actually put them minimal effort, then you put those one under only government. For keep informed, you write the three under them. Supplier under keep informed, host communities under keep informed, trade union under keep informed. Then for the key players, you put customer. And for the keep satisfied fee, executive directors, shareholder, and non-executive directors. So with that, you have actually answered the first, second. But because in any scenario, in any case study, there are more one way to any market. If we place our emphasis on the intention and not the livelihood, on the interest, we are going to be different in one of these categories. Just one of them. Just one of them. That is non-executive directors. Non-executive director will have come under key player. Meaning that when we have this, we explain the reason why we choose them. is to explain the reason why we choose them. Each of the of our choice in either high interest, low interest, high power, and low power. So we're able to actually get those ones that, okay, why we choose that, this one have ability to change. If I'm not interested to change, this one ability to change, but it's interested to change. We're able to actually mention that, I bet you are going to score everything. There's nothing that somebody cannot take. At least in this scenario, based on this type of this, I've had a student who actually scored 94%. 94%, that's Taiwo. So it does not matter. Just get your reason right and establish it. Shikena. Nobody mark answer other than but before the procedure. Procedure will lead to the answer. Your procedure is actually right to the answer. You get both of the answer correctly. So that is the environment we place that for now. So
can you share the table for us? It's not showing.
Okay, the table. Let me see if you can share the table. I didn't draw that matrix anyway. Is that what we did? Okay. Maybe before the next class, I can send the suggested solution. I can compare the solution now into suggestion. Just like we have the question now, you can have suggested solutions. Is that one better?
Okay, so that is fine.
Yes,
Thank you very much. So I need to navigate to the which one is the next for this thing. Okay. So let's say that at least we're able to make some headways on our strategy one, our modus one, Mendelow'S matrix. Our module two that we started last class was environmental analysis, have we? Where we analyze pestle.
Yes.
Actually get
Yes, sir.
political environment, economical environment, social environment, technological environment, ecological environment, and legal environment. Are we able to complete those five or six? No.
Not,
Ma?
Not deep, sir.
not
Just that
deeply.
it's a
You say you
deep-
will go back to it on
Okay.
next class. You say so.
Okay. At least I think our major discussion stop on social.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So anyway, on this, I said in the beginning, we know pestle as pest. No, just as business to evolved, the managers to evolved, the strategic thinking to evolved. In the area that time of pest, just only have political, economic, social, and technological. You've not been actually having sense on the impact of the environment on business, just like we have impact of the business on the environment. And that will actually bring about ecological. Then the legal was part of politics because so it's always political. Then now we've seen that law is different, politics is different. Then we bring law out of politics. That will bring about legal. So from 4 factors, group of factors, we have 6 group of factors. And remember that we mentioned last class too that some of these factors can sound both political and economic. And we make the example of tax. Tax can be economic, it can be political. Just give tax regime before it ended. They don't mind them. They want to cheat the region. They want to give this region VAT. They want to actually cheat us. And they are planning us. That's the political aspect of it now. The policy itself. We are talking about tax rate. It is more of economic. And all of us we understand this. The higher the tax rate, the lower your net income, either as payee or selling salary or as a business. And we establish again that everything that we see as rate is identified as economic factors. Now we talk about social. I think we make example of demography. I don't know whether we make of taste. There is demography, there is taste, there is group, there is class for social environment. If you want to actually launch a business, what are the groups or class of people you want to market to? At our level, I don't know. I mean, adults does not use computer. Either you have your personal laptop or your office gives you one. Is there anybody that doesn't touch computer? I don't think. So now the age people that have age 60 above now, computer does not treat them. Last 2 weeks I was with a client. He said when they bought laptop for them in the office, they are making jest of them. Give me laptop, you crazy. What are we talking? They don't about that because me and father we went with the laptop. Then we are playing whatever they say. We are communicating with them with the laptop. People, all these computer guys, they bought this thing for us in our office that time. We are making jest of them. It does not interest them, but for us at this group, at this class, it will settle us. So these are the part of the so we are going to actually consider in social, other than what we. Technology and more of than not in the external environment where we don't have control upon at all. It is systemic. One of the problems with technology that it might not even come in 10 years. It might come in bloom, it can actually cost safely. The problem is whether it comes, it hardly reverse. Technology does not go back. We made mention of population control, the other class. You even made the example of China, that when you say you got married now, can only give birth to one child. What are you want to control the population? The population will control. Remember that, oh boy, in the next 50 years, if we achieve our population being coming to about half, we are going to have 75% of that population as aged people. You need to take care of them, their retirement. Who is going to pay them? Who is going to feed them? And the cost of living will go very, very high. You say, oh boy, no, we reverse that one. If you give birth now, if you marry now, you can give birth to 2. So you can reverse social, even weather is part of social concern. People that actually sell drinks, soft drinks, for instance, now at hot season they enjoy, in wet season they suffer. So you just for them to wait for the next 5 months, the thing will reverse, and some other thing like that. Politics, the longest regime we have in Nigeria is 16 years. 16. Even within that 16 years, some interest will change. So policies will go and can come back and reverse. Technology hit ground, it never reverse. We are going to be having more and more of automatic transmission gear car and less of manual transmission. I don't know any of us here, as much and as small we are, can prefer manual transmission vehicle than automatic transmission vehicle. And many of us now can prefer to be moving around working with button phone 3G than this our smartphone of 4-5G. If they say somebody is sick and you need to travel like 90 kilometers by road to go to hospital, what are you going to suggest? No. Even unless you fly the person, you will die. I was told about 7 years back. One of my friends said their uncle was telling them that somebody was sick, having stomach ache in Okene. You know Okene in Kogi State. It's come and collect medicine in the Ikorodu, Lagos State, and the person have to trek. Can you judge that? Somebody is sick in Okene, stomach ache. She come and collect drug medicine in the Ikorodu, Lagos State, and the person have to trek. You think it's not possible? That was the life. So technology will have come to overrate all those ones. It will not go back. I made mention of a company last class. I don't know whether you still remember. That any of you actually know them. Agfa. Do any of us remember Agfa? AGFA. Anybody? It's very difficult. And in 3 years back, up to early 90s, they make money like Yahoo Plus. In every scalar chain of that industry, this company collect money. What are they into? Photography. Photography. This company produce camera. Photographer will buy. They produce film, they got something film, they put in the camera. Photographer will buy. When they finish with that one, they will remove that thing. They go to lab to go and wash it. Who established the lab? The same AGVA. Then when you develop it to negative, you call it negative. Now you choose the one you want to print. You still go and queue in the lab. Who established that one too? The same AGVA. So at every chain, they collect money. Where are they now? Notwithstanding, people snap picture more nowadays. More intentionally. They snap picture more nowadays. How somebody be within entering a restaurant and finish food and come out, it snap like 25 times. Who does that before? But do they actually go and print anywhere? Your phone will do that one for you. Phone will do that one for you. How many other businesses have been crumbled because of technology? Why is Cyber Cafe of those days? Where is telephone booth? Or that umbrella used to make call that time? 2004, 5, even up to 2006. Where are they? Gone. The era say, give me your pen. I want to bang you. BlackBerry, they call that one. Where are they? How long did they take them? Before WhatsApp crushed that business. And some other one like that. That is the effect of technology. If it comes, it doesn't go back. That is what we call technology. So every company must be aware, get prepared, and ready to change. Invest in technology as far as they want to remain in business, as far as they want to be sustainable. Even in our industry, this technology is bringing another thing to our scene. The accountant of yesterday, the accountant of paper, pencil, and pen. And those type of accountants withstand the test of today. Technology have crossed them off. When you are the source, I see they are not in the world. And yesterday, they are the leader in the industry. I should remember, this is why it's very close, 2018. I was in a partnership then. I started the business before the owner, the one that actually joined me. The first day he resumed was asking, where's my calculator? He asked for his own calculator, pencil. I said, for what now? He said, actually, why you have Excel? What do you need calculator for? He said, no, you don't know Excel. You don't know Excel? Up till the time I left, he still carry calculator and pencil to review. How long? Life is not going back. We used to actually have manual, calculator, computer came. Now, we still have, no other than Excel. We just of us here, we can operate one or the other software, accounting software. And now, AI is coming in. Now, we have cloud computing. If you are not there, you are not updated. If you are not updated, you are outdated. That's technology for you. Anyway, the last one here is the next one here is ecological. Ecological. The involvement of business on the environment are having impacts. And some business cannot be established except with some reasons, with some licenses, with some agreement, like emission, pollution, degradation, erosion, and so on and so forth. What you are doing, what is the impact on the environment? People that actually produce telecommunication, the mast they are putting, or you want to use fiber optics, which one is better for the environment? People that the extractive industry, how bad do they impact the environment, the water, the land? How the water become undrinkable, the land become unfarmable, if that English is correct, and some other ones like that. And this reversely, they have impact on that particular entity. Number one, payment of fine. Number two, licensing. Number three, political tensions. Some business that actually left south. That's what the era, what they call kidnapping, which is a business now started from. And so on. So that's the ecology for that one because of the time. Last one here, legal, or you call it legal. Legal or legal. Some business we are going to discuss more when we come to Porter's forces. law affects many business. Let me take an example now. We have some company they call PIEs, public interest entities. The minimum is that you have one regulator. Some entities have about 5 regulators, e.g. banks. Banks have CAC, that's CAMA, have CBN as BOFIA and CBN Act, have NDIC, we have AMCOM, we have SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. I just mentioned 5 now on one company. How many of them do you want to respond? And each of them have different requirements, different filing requirements, different compliance requirements at each time. So mean that they are going to be paying more. I just actually had a call from my colleague now this evening about auditing a particular entity. Just mention say, this one will be under the control of SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. There must be more interest. We should actually act more. The meaning that they're going to pay more. So that's one of them. Another thing is that some regulator even impacted how much you need to start the business. You might not know, but you may not remember. You may not remember. You may not remember the impact of recapitalization of banks during the era of Soludo, who have actually been started from Sanusi. CEO of banks, they were thinking that that thing is not possible. They were thinking that thing is not possible. How can somebody move us from 250 million to 5 billion? They want to go and complain. They mess Soludo. So they say not only that one, that it will work. Not only that one. It's not going to stay at 5 billion. It's going to take them to 25 billion. You know what they say? They say you are crazy. They don't even fear that you're a regulator. They say, I give you till December. I will do analysis. Like joke. Like joke. By November, that's when they started that their first illegal merger or unsustainable merger. Banks have to merge together. Why? That's a regulation. So what I'm saying is that law affects us a lot in our business too. Our business tends to respond when the law comes. EFCC is there on banks or other individuals. They change. So law affects business anyway, generally on Porter's. Why are we saying this? That business to check the external environment for what? 2 things: opportunity and threat. Get the opportunity right, change the threat to what you can manage. You cannot manage it, leave the environment, and waka go your next destination. So that is that on Porter's. Now, when we have Porter's, there are other sub technology, especially that move from some other models that move from technology. We have models like industry convergences and international dimension. Industry convergence and international dimension of business. This one, they are not real model on their own, but they are offshoot of technology. Now, what do you call industry convergence? Some of the companies that are iterative before a separate operation on their own, separate industry on their own, separate configuration on their own, they have come together now ordinarily under one umbrella. One of the reasons for this is the common saying that we have one-stop shop. You want to get everything in the same environment, whether personal, corporate, or mega. Now, for instance, we have hotels, hospitality business, a different business. Car hire, a different business. Insurance, a different business. Somebody can do that one for you now. All gone at once. You want to travel abroad in those days, you may not witness that. You go to airline operators to get your ticket. When you landed where you are going, you go to actually book your hotel. You can look for tourists to take you around. and all of that. Now, all this you don't need to actually go. If you're officer, just approach one travel agent, your business, just pay to solve your business for you. You will get your visa, get your tickets, book your hotel for you, get you a tourist, do insurance for you, everything in one hand. If that's why it's too far from us. We just mentioned about photography as a different business. You want to listen to news, either you get your radio or you have that Patako television. You want to browse, you go to cyber cafe. You want to send document abroad, you go to business center where they do fax and so on and so forth. You want to call somebody, you go to night in Nigeria, night you that have all the uncle of your uncle, one big man that have that landline, and you book. Which of these are some mentioned now? You want to listen to radio, play music. Either you get tape recorder and like that, like that. Which of these cannot do with only one phone, smartphone? Then those businesses have come under telephone alone. Telephone is a different business before in those days, but you can do everything now. You want to send document either Nigeria or anywhere, international, international. WhatsApp will carry it for you. If you are too close to yourself, you don't even need the internet. If you are close to yourself, wife can do that. Or share. How many of them that you have in your phone? What of music? Get a typical officer boy now. You don't need radio again. That small phone can do that for you. Radio, television, fax, browsing. In those days, 2002, 3, 4, it is not to be a big boy. When you tell somebody that you browse in the cyber cafe overnight, it's enough for you to be a big boy. But now tell somebody that you browse overnight, you say, oh boy, you don't even have an Android, you cannot afford 100 data to browse in your house. You are going to cyber cafe to go and browse. So that what refers to as industry convergence. The business we've seen as separate before can come under one umbrella. And there are things that market bring advantage to this, especially bank. They have a great advantage in using technology, and so on and so forth. And some of the time, it might be the demand of consumer that actually want this. As just mentioned at the time, even myself, yourself, you don't want to be going to different market to buy different things. Enter a particular supermarket, buy everything in normal circumstances. In the particular supermarket now, you can buy raw meat, cook food, electronics, fabrics, shoe, provisions, anything you want to buy in the same place. You do and you go out. Not that in the olden days you're looking for where they sell these things. So that is in the consumer environment. Even the producers, the reason will say that this one complements the other. Nowadays, Japanese company that produce camera for photography, so that's saying that you need to actually produce a printer, small bit of printer. What you say, your passport now, wait and get if you even want to print at all anyway. Then they actually have computer that could use attached to that printer. So 3 things produced together: produce camera, produce computer, produce printer. These things are different businesses before, but now they've come under one umbrella. Even in government, NEPC, Nigeria Export Promotion Council. For anybody that want to invest in Nigeria, you don't need to go to tax office separately to get your thing. You don't need to go to CIS to register your company. You don't need to actually go to Nigeria Export Council to get for education. Just go to NEPC. Everything is going to be done. They call that one so government one-stop shop. Government one-stop shop. So if we prefer to do things at the same place, that was actually brought those businesses together in one place. These are made possible because of what? Existence of technology. Because of existence of technology. The second short influence is what we call international dimension of business. International dimension of business. What this one still is that before business grew to this level, People, companies, they produce and sell in their local environment. Myself and you, we agree that this one is not what is applicable nowadays. Products are produced in their company and can be sold anywhere across the globe. Majority of the online business, online market that we have nowadays, they are not Nigerian based. Amazon is not Nigerian based, it's US based. eBay is not Nigerian based, it's UK based. Alibaba is not Nigerian based, it's China based. Two of us. It means that you can buy business. Who produce them? They are not in Nigeria. So you can produce in Nigeria too and sell across. I know you don't even go out. Just place it on social media. They will buy. They even pay for the transport. Meaning that when you are going international, you sell more. However, we first sell across the boundary to prepare for international competition too. International dimension of business, you have a bigger presence across the globe. Automatically, you are likely to sell more. But make sure that you are ready to face other challenges that are not your local challenges. In some circumstances, government encourages companies like this. If a country sees that their product want to go international, they can encourage them to even go and produce and establish in those nations. It may be difficult for any other person to actually fight or deal with them. Yes, I'm coming to that now. And in the host companies, in host countries, government can accept, government can reject. If you're coming to our country to go and better our economy, it gives you space. We have free trade zone in Nigeria today. I think a lot of them are functioning. The one in the Gbesa is very functioning very well. I still have one. I used to have a client from there. And we have them. I think one in Kalabatu is working. So that they can develop economy. When we are coming to the country to kill our industry, a reasonable government will not want that. Even in some nations, some people violate, because they protest against those multinational companies to come to their country. Because when they arrive for country, they kill your local products. We have drinks. It's not on this particular model. Nigeria textile was reigning before the arrival was one country to this nation. Where they come with this weaker but more white cloth. Nigeria textile, where they know they've gone. That's the one. So, but in some nations, the government can give grant to their own company to go to another nation to go and establish. And the nation where I know it like that now, the cheapest you can have loan from Nigeria to any manufacturer in Nigeria, this is 9 digits, 1 digit, 9%. A country that I don't want to mention their name here, they will give their company, their additional company to go to another country to go and establish. And they give them loan to pay back in 25 years with 10 years moratorium. I think they're not Nigeria anyway. Ask me of the interest, 1%. How do you compete with them in your nation? How many company can get less than 25% interest for any loan in a Nigerian company, Nigerian banks today? Very difficult. So if that can cut to your nation, how do you want to fight them now? Number one, it's not going to pay back on the less 10 years moratorium. I don't think that any Nigerian bank give up to more than 3 years moratorium for anything. If you want to, if you like, go into agriculture. Go and plant bitter cola. You know how long bitter cola? Say because it started fruiting about 25 years or 30 years. So you hardly see bitter cola plantation. If you like, what I'm saying, if you like, go and say you want to plant bitter cola. Bank will not give you up to 5 years moratorium. How we want to fight them? That's why some nations say we don't want multinationals. They kill the local industries. So meaning that at each end, government have influence. Government have influence. Either to protect the local industry or to allow the new one to come and develop the environment for them. Anyway, those are the area you want to check in this one. I don't know whether you can, okay, you're supposed to go through this other model. We call it 4 factors of international popularity. We call it Porter's diamond. Porter's diamond is not like a goldsmith is bringing diamond, or Michael Porter is a goldsmith. Michael Porter is trying to check how will it be that some companies are known with some product over the years and they cannot be overtaken. Some companies, some countries are known with some products, and up till now, they cannot be overtaken. If you are still hearing me very correctly now, if you are talking about best wine, which country are they coming from? You say France. Best watch, either wristwatch or watch clock, you will say Switzerland. Best leather products, either shoe or bed, we say Italy. Italian shoe, Italian bed. Strongest cars of those days, where are they coming from? From Germany. And so on and so forth. So my company was trying to thinking that, why are this day like this? Okay, let me pause a little. Nigeria is best at what? What are the things that we surpass other countries in producing? And then
Okay.
Oil.
nice, good Nigeria. Another one. Nigeria is still maintaining one of the best seeds companies that produce oil in the world. Another one. Sir?
Cassava.
Cassava. Okay, one of the best cassava producing country. That's nice. Cassava, human capital, cocoa, and so on and so forth. Meaning that Nigeria is doing something very well. So,
Sir, please, are you sharing your screen, like what you are
Okay.
explaining? Please, are you showing
Screen
it to
for
us?
this-
Because
okay.
it's just the question that we have been seeing, so I don't know if it's from my end.
Oh, sorry. No, I don't know that. No, there's this. Oh, how will I even do this? Make I go cancel this one, so I can go sleep. Why did I do this one the other time, sef? Can you see this now?
No, it's still
No,
the
sir, it's still the
Still the question we are
that
saying.
we are saying.
Okay. I think I can get something now. Can we see it now?
No, sir.
yes.
We can see.
Okay, good. Thank you. Now, Michael Porter is thinking, why is it like this over the
Learn
years?
from
Why can't it
Yeah.
be possible that somebody can overtake Nigeria? Even we say we are not too developed in technology. Why is it that we have not rise to overtake Italy in production of shoe and belts? I was in one gathering, one of the year in this area, etc., close to Secretariat, Eagle Square. Simbaji, I think it was Simbaji, Jamil Simbaji, their era. One man came, I think from Mabas, from Southeast. He said he will produce shoe in Nigeria. He will take it to Italy for stamping, bring it back to Nigeria as imported shoe, and people will buy as imported. Meaning that they still maintain that edge. Why can't we overtake? Why is it that the wine must be from France? Why is it that major of the electronics must come from Japan? So was think, say, okay, he got something. There's something that they call together, they call them influencing factors. These influencing factors is the one that is making it possible for this country to remain there. And the factors are four. The factors are four. So the arrangement of those four factors is what make that shape they call diamond. Now we have farm strategy, structure, and rivalry. Rivalry means competition here. We have demand condition as factor 2. We have factor condition as factor 3, or the growth of influential 3, and we have related and supported industry. Related and supported industry. Now that we have the screen, let me be following the screens then. Now, factors condition. In the factor conditions, we have two types of factors, either natural factors or developed factors. When you have natural factors, they are seen as amenity that God endowed that nation, that country. If it is improved one, meaning that world as a result of technology. Now, in the natural one, the one that's endowed by God, Nigeria is one of the best OPEC countries, not because of our wisdom. God dropped oil in our nation. France, it's not that they are too much good about wine, but the type of this they use for wine, their weather favors that other than Nigeria. Germany have stronger cars because they have not deposit for iron. Even go far in Nigeria, we have the part of the Nigeria that actually eat cola nut more in the houses, northerners. The one that worship cola nut more is not the plant cola nut. In the southwest, generally, why they did plant it in Kano, where they hit it more? It will not grow. If you grow, it will not fruit. In fact, one of my town person actually approached one house man. Hey, oh boy, all this cola you carry for a place, go to your place. What do you use it for? Do you use it for industry? If I don't answer him with the answer, you ask him again. The tomato you carry go Lagos. What do you use them for? Say we eat them now. How do we eat them now? I want to actually pray for anything in the southeast. You say go and bring cola. They will need to cut cola. One of the things that we actually consume more in Nigeria, we can't plant them. We eat apple. As is our local product. Only a few places can grow up. I say that somebody ninjas, and it's not even a commercial quantity. Our weather, that is nature. Where natural things actually comes. So God endowed that environment. We call it a natural factors. Reciprocally, we can have a developed factors. 20 years before now, I don't know if any of us heard about Dubai. I don't know, because I don't hear it. But in a few years now, 10 years about now, everywhere they want to go to Dubai for tourism. Why? There is a developed infrastructures. It can be anything. It can be telecommunication, it can be transport, it can be hospitality, it can be anything. I was watching a particular bridge. I see the bridge is actually coming. What I know about the bridge, they use bridge to actually cross river. This bridge enter inside river, and about 10 kilometers come up again before you cross to the highland. I would have wished to go there like that. In a particular country, in Nigeria, you want to actually construct road. They will break rock that can go. In a particular country, they bore the rock. They create the road inside the rock, laced with AC and light, day and night. So these are what they call developed infrastructures, which as a result of that, you will be a leader in that particular industry. In the 20 years before you to do vacation, people does not remember the better to go on vacation, holiday. You want to actually go with nature. You go to Kenya, go and see animals in their natural environment, game reserves. You want to go and check baby, go to America. Ben 10 are there. Go and check. And so on and so forth. So these are the factors it can be. What I'm saying is that it can be developed or you can stay with one God gave you. It goes like that. That is about factors condition. The other influence that Michael Porter saw was the one he refers to as demand condition. There is a generally we used to say that charity begins at home. Whatever your people demand from you in your local environment, you are going to be best in asking for them. You are going to be best in producing them. Let me start locally in this one. In any part of Nigeria that you have, you want to eat the best amala. Which buka you will go? Hausa buka, Yoruba buka, or Igbo buka?
Yoruba buka.
You want to get the best apple like I used to eat now. You go to Igbo buka. You want to get wena, masa, or two, you go to Hausa buka. If it is to be apple, you go to Igbo buka, and so on and so forth. Why are they so? Because that is the demand for them in their home before the world become like this. A typical Yoruba person have only two food. Only two. And one is there referred as food, the other one is referred as medicine. They will say panderiam is the food, while amala is the medicine. Medicine of what? Medicine of hunger. So because they are known with it, no woman will get married without knowing how to prepare amala up and down. So because of that, almost everybody know how to do this. So when they come to the bigger world, they are still going to be better in them. Anything. I was in a class before this general discussion, in the physical class, 2013 thereabouts. After a class, there's a bit before I entered the other class. Somebody came out. I'm talking about in FCT Abuja. He said, "Where are you going?" The other one answered, "I'm going to Mama. Mama Yabo was the best booker joint in Cuba that particular time." He said, "I would have loved you to buy something from because it's rice I want to take. And Yoruba rice, no, they make sense." You look at me, I'll not take my face off. That is the truth. Rice is not traditional food for Yoruba. They can't be better at it. Because they see it as food for birds. So what you're saying is that what people buy from you in the beginning, you're going to be best at it. Like this now, in this structure we have here, we have Germany. Germany does not just produce car because they have iron. German, generally, they demand for solid engineering. They want strong cars because their mind too is strong. If you don't remember anything, anybody that have strong mind in Germany, you remember Adolf Hitler. The mind is so strong, and that is why Nigeria want to fight the local war, civil war that time. They need strong engineer, strong motor, strong car that can traverse either smooth road inside bush. Where did they go? Germany. That's where they got that Volkswagen from. You don't need water because you might actually be in desert for hours, for days. No water, no radiator. The engine was not in the front like Wakaka. They put the engine at the back. Because those people originally don't need to be thinking of what to do. That is the thing they do for that place. If you see the bomber of that motor today is iron. Not only small iron, to brass. If you hit stone, the stone will break. That's because that's what they put demand originally. That's why they say the charity begins at home. So when you have a home demand, you're going to be good at it. You develop your skill in that line. And when you go to a bigger world, you're still going to be the best. So that is about demand condition. The next one, we can finish this one before the 8 o'clock. We have farm strategy, structure, and rivalry. Farm structure, strategy, and rivalry. Now, I mentioned that rivalry here is about competition. The truth is that the more competitive an industry, the better the performance. The more competitive a particular industry, the better their product or output. If you are the only one, you feel too big and you'll be resting. I used to have some trainer in my office. The best among them, they'll be sitting at the board and say, you are you just to get you want to compete with you? He was still said as of last month. She's the first chartered accountant, not in their home, not in their home, not in their town, in their local government. How will you see that? So what will push her to run? Because there's no competition. There's some part of Nigeria, BSc is water. You add ICANN, CFA, CFI, MN9, N99, everything you have together. You can say, now I've gone to school. So, like good output, I've mentioned, I want to talk about Germany nowadays now. One of the cars that people use nowadays more, generally, Toyota, Honda. Where are they coming from? From Japan. Why are they good then, Japan? In the early 80s, not only Toyota that came to Nigeria, Toyota came. Chevrolet came. Honda came. All of them, they went off. They don't get market. The Toyota gain market for all this one coming back now. Even when they came back, how many of them get grant? Toyota, Honda. Do you still have Chevrolet in Nigeria? They still came back. Some of them came back in early 20. Why are they there? Competition. In that Japan, as smart Japan is, I know of 4 good automobile companies working producing for the same environment before we became bigger to the bigger world. Toyota for Japan market, Honda Japan market. I still remember Nissan for Japan market. I still remember those 3 now. And they are not like the one in Germany. Volkswagen makes this. This one, they still have some branches, subsidiaries. Like Toyota alone, have about how many some model? Toyota Corolla, Toyota Carina, Toyota Venza, Toyota, mention them. Same thing with Honda, Honda Accord, Honda Civic, like that. Nissan, there's like, so when they compete, everybody's looking, well, what will I have? What will I do to outsmart the other? For Honda, I'm not luxurious, very cushion, can run faster. Toyota say, may I not compete with this one? No. What will I do? May I have fuel economy? My part are very simple, easy to buy, cheap, like that. Everybody will do in that so that they can actually outsmart each other. You hardly see a Nigerian professional that go abroad, you know, actually make some things. Because everybody wants to actually make. Now I can. People are plenty. Why not? Okay. In audit and assurance, I mean Nigeria is Williams. In taxation, we have I don't know what is there. Ichiwere and Adekola. That's the area of constitution. They don't want to compete with Williams. In business incorporation killing, you have Babita Nasai, and so on and so on. Agency look on camera, so you like him later. No, I don't want to go with this one. No. Let me go into technology. That was the one he did in CISA training. So, and like that. So when you have competition, people grow to be bigger. And whenever they actually grow big, when you move to another environment, community, you become the best in that environment. And because of time, let me tell the last influential factor. From there we start the next class. That is related and supporting industry. In the last class, I was mentioned that because of the cost of politics, what economic sense will it make to have oil in Niger Delta and bring refinery to Kaduna? Are they related? And they support each other? So it's part of the strength that you have industries that do the same thing or close the same thing, or their products are connected between the same environment. So when you have that, they will produce better. The output will be better. Their profitability will be better. That will call related and supporting industry. In the local balance, we say that it's difficult to break one broom. It's difficult to break a bunch of. Why do school authorities, university and polytechnics, they close school when there is riots? Because students are not more together after they close school. Everybody have scattered. So when you have companies that are linked to each other, number one, they have a better power to bargain for infrastructure. They have a better advantage for training, like what you have in your literature now. In the West Coast of America, where you have software, hardware, and research industry, it takes a small time before somebody can discover or can become an expert in engineering, computing, networking, and so on and so forth. Because you have both hardware, software, theoretical experience, and practical experience. Ask anybody who went to go and study some computers in Nigeria if you can operate a computer without being going out of business to go and learn them. I'm a mechanical engineer in Nigeria. Even when the car spoke, does you know what happens? I may not know. I've witnessed one some years ago. Because of one NGO that time. Okay, say okay, what if we are come? I've got somebody who does computer. Just teach all these things. Just teach her. Yeah, going with that. No, that's nice. With that mind. So this one is equal to education. So this summit to us. Wait. This is why you see me do. I didn't learn them in school. But say you say you did computer science. Say yes, no. I know computer science now. She said in her 4 years, she entered computer lab 3 times, and she only touched computer once. So what does she know about computer? Because there's no related or support industry in Nigeria. It's no. If you have done CWS or IT within your scope, it's still your industry. You do the ISO, you where to go, where they're going to pay you money. So in other nations, this thing have been tailored. Before you reach 200 level or your ND, finish your ND, there's a company waiting for you to come and share your experience. They even need you. So you become expert as well as you go. Because of the time, let's pause here. And like somebody just reminded me today, I love that. So that I can start browsing from that one before you move into the next model. You should not forget that this model we just read now, this Porter diamond, is about international popularity. Why do some products popular across the globe? The next one might not be the same reasons, so that we can attach them to scenario in case scenario come in that label. International popularity. Why was some product popular with some nations over the years and we cannot overtake them? I will mention 4 related influences: factors, condition, demand condition, firm strategy, structure and rivalry, and related and supporting industry. So from here, we are going to commence the next class. I should not forget to review. Yeah, if I didn't supply the suggestion solution, I will appreciate if somebody can remind me before the next class, so that I will not forget. So I did introduce myself that I'll be able to, I can forget things easily. So only with this one, when you remind me, I'll be able to fantasize and produce like that. So thank you very much for your attention. Do you have any question?
Yes, I have questions, sir.
Okay, sir.
Regarding, thank you very much. You have simplified Porter's diamond well enough for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My question is regarding the ICANN. I want to ask a question. Is it going to be time that will come that ICANN exam will not be run on computer?
ICANN is what?
I'm asking whether.
Please mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Hello.
Yes, me, I can hear you now.
I'm asking whether in the nearest future, are we going to have, now we write ICANN based on pen and paper. Everybody goes to the hall with paper and pen. Will it be a time that Nigerian as advanced in technology, then will be using maybe computer to write, just like JAMB now, they are writing CBT and all of that. That's one.
True. Okay, we'll answer that one first. Okay, it depends on how we manage technology. ICANN was not like this before. It was not like this before. Lecture are not like this before too. Technology will actually bring some things. You cannot stay in your house until you are getting ICANN lecture. How? How come? In our time, I used to mention every day is class. Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. with 30 minutes break. Sunday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Easter holiday, from first hour to last hour, booked. including Sunday and Monday. The first time I witnessed that, I raised issues. I was fighting on the timetable. He said, well, come. What's your problem? You be Christian? I said, no. He said, check. The greater part of students here, they are Christian. The greater part of lecturers are students. Why are you worried about all this? Why do you want to kill everything for everybody? But nowadays, you can even choose, I want to write one paper. It's not in that time. You say, if you fail to double star, whatever you pass is gone. Those are the days. Now we can make sure I want to write one. You can't make sure at that time. So things are evolving. Even I can, let me just shock you now. You know, I can exactly do screen marking now. Before it was pen on paper every time. And they are not they are try running CBT now for foundation before you actually come to. I just hope that Nigeria grow to that particular level, the technology can work very well, because CITN actually did something like that now. Even the last time they do it for professional, that was not sweet. It was not sweet. But there's necessity, there's likelihood that it comes to that. Because ICA is not operating in Nigeria alone, it's part of the global world. And whatever happened across other accounting bodies across the globe, it will happen to ICA Nigeria. Mind you, ICA is one of the founding members of IFAC, International Federation of Accountants. And we always have representatives there. In fact, it's one of the reasons that actually moved Anna to IFAC. Nigeria, one of the oldest members. Other countries having 2-3 members. Don't you have another one in Nigeria? We are better. No. What do and check their butts, bring them in. So because we are part of the world, whatever happens in the world, we cannot be left behind. We should remember that IFR is not. We don't prioritize IAS over SAS before. Not the era of gap, because ICANN is part of the global body. So now we are prioritizing international accounting standard, international financial reporting standard. We even dump our statement of accounting standard, our local standard. So it's like that. As the world evolves, Nigeria cannot stay behind. So if the other part of accounting global world are moved to a technology-based test, you're going to move to it too. That's for that. Thank you.
Second question, you talked about the firm's strategy, structure, and rivalry.
Yes, rivalry.
I want to relate that one. Sorry, I'm a Muslim. I want to relate that one to a Muslim. That is it applicable? You talk about rivalry, that if a person does not have competitive, that person, yes, the best of that person will not be brought out. Can we relate this to a man marries only one wife?
Okay, locally it works. No, in the part of the country that I came from, they said if wives does not compete, the soup will not be sweet, something like that. It is natural. It's a natural phenomenon. Competition brings about better output. When we are younger than this, in our secondary school, we have a friend we call Sam. Sam studied in one interland village in Osun State. We had a plant cocoa nut in a village like that. In his school, about 7 villages, they come to one school. So it used to be some either first or second. He never go beyond that. When it came to town, where we have in one town, we have 4 or 5 schools. We do competition almost every week. No, at the end of the year, due to do prize giving day, first position, call Sam. Second, I see a mistake, third one, don't fall. Fourth, let me go and check fourth. Check fourth, they are 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Say, what happened? They say, where you came to, you're a local champion. Here, almost every week we go for a check. No, we read every day to compete, not even to understand, to compete. How do you want to compete with us? So meaning that it is everywhere you have competition, everywhere, including, including crime. When people compete for crime, the criminal are worse. So when you compete for good, the output is always better. So competition goes to everywhere, and that's why I've mentioned those one now. Even in Germany that we attended, you have about 4 automobile there: Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Pouch. They will compete. They want to make the best of themselves. Not only that one now, boys, if you are fighting for one guy, today might be your cloth, it might be shoe, it might be belt, it might be you go and are you not okay? I don't know the era nowadays. People go and learn bigger grammar because they want to toast one game because they are plenty. Anyway, that's a digression. It's like that. Commission bring better in whatever circumstances. Thank you very much for the question. So at least on this note, we can assume that we are concluding from here to next class. Thank you for attention. We are going to meet the next class by God's grace. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Sir, good night,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Mm.
Done.